Skywrath Mage.
Team Empire's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
All right, folks, we've got game 2 of Empire versus Navi. Yeah, 3 people out there excited. Woo! All right, game 1, Empire bested Navi. The troll was just too much. Navi banded out this go-round, and, well, Winter, we got it in the draft a little bit late, but what do you think, buddy?
I'm liking the Bristleback plus Brew plus Dazzle combination at the moment. A lot of sustain and a lot of team fight potential, and Empire have the Rubik this game as their disabling support to start out fights.
Yeah, Dazzle, Bristleback, Brewmaster, Rubik for Empire, Axe, Shadow Fiend, Earthshaker, Skywrath, the 4 for Navi. And here we're looking at what the 5th bands will be coming out. So Navi, they're going to need another core for their final. I guess it could be a core shaker, perhaps.
Probably a mid hero for Dandy because the way they run the Bristleback is mostly either on the safe lane. And since there's Brewmaster as well, this is DK for both hero. So Brewmaster will be more or less the off lane and Bristleback safe lane. So the last one has to be their mid lane hero.
Navi will final ban the Magnus and Empire banning out the Slark. Okay. So what do Navi want here for their mid? What's still in the pool?
Navi actually wants a safe laner. Sorry, it was Empire that wants a mid laner. Navi needs a safe lane hero for Hovos.
What are the options?
10 seconds remaining.
Dusa would be a very stable, safe carry. Or they can go for the Razor, which is pretty good against Bristleback.
I believe they ran Razor in game 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was the first game which they lost, sadly. But Razor still does fairly well against Bristleback in fights because you drain his damage.
Oh, it's a little different.
Slaughter plus Shadow Fiend minus armor against the Bristleback.
Yeah. It's a good way to deal with the Bristle, but you've got the Dazzle there. Weave can kind of counteract the Slardar a little bit. It's a bold pick from Navi.
Yeah, it's going to be meaning that the Shadow Fiend will be their main damage dealer. Slaughter will be tempo control with the Axe, something we saw from NIP, Double Blinks, which was the last game against Rave, I believe, or the second game. And Empire, they still need a mid laner against Shadow Fiend. What's still left in the pool? Queen of Pain, a hero that does well against Shadow Fiend. Storm as well still left in the pool.
Yeah. Storm feels likely, but they go with the Lina. Okay. Lina. So I have a resolution. Lina, Yoki will take the Bristle off lane, and Silent, he'll go safely on the Brewmaster. So this should be good. Brewmaster can prioritize that Blink Dagger and be kind of a tempo controller, make some space for resolution to get that Yule's Scepter, then he can kind of become that space creator.
Yeah, they have as well very good lanes, Rubik and Panda, safe lane, Dazzle, Bristle. If they can actually get farm on both the Brew and the Bristleback, they would be set for a very strong mid game with the Panda split and Bristleback's tank ability.
All right, so what are you thinking here, Winter? Which draft do you like better?
Empire's draft is more geared towards team fight, and Navi's more towards split push. And looking at the lanes, I think now Navi's lanes and Empire's lanes looks both very solid lanes. And if you're looking at gank potential, I think Navi has the better gank potential with the Earthshaker and Sky roaming the map early on. Rubik plus Dazzle, they are more or less prefer to stay static and farm levels in the lane. So I feel early game Navi has the edge.
Yeah, we've seen the support duo quite a bit. We've seen the power of the Earthshaker, especially around that mid lane to protect whoever's there. Most likely that Shadow Fiend. And the Good Lucks Have Fun come out. These teams know each other quite well. And with Empire up 1-0, it's really heating up here. So DK Phobos, he'll be on the Axe. He'll be headed to the off lane. Dendy, he'll be on the Shadow Fiend. He'll be going to the mid. Yol, their stand-in for this event. He takes the Skywrath Mage. Go Black, he'll be here on the Earthshaker. And that leaves Havost for the safe lane farmer. They pass him to Sentry Ward, and he'll be on the Slardar. Looks like lanes from Empire will be fairly predictable as well. The off-lane Bristle always want to fly on the Dazzle. Just like you said, WinteR. Solo Lina, and then Aloha Dance takes the Rubik up top to join Silent on the Brew.
Early game has to be very crucial for the Shadow Fiend. Like, if Lina gets a gank from the Rubik, like only the Rubik can catch the Shadow Fiend. So it'll be really important to make sure that the Earthshaker covers the Shadow Fiend and doesn't let him die to the Lina.
Yeah. Without support help, who wins that mid matchup? Lina versus Shadow Fiend.
I think early levels, Lina's still a little stronger, but Shadow Fiend can still just race and just go towards the jungle. But
yeah, I
think
that's true.
more or less even. It's just that Lina gets a heavy advantage once you have the level 6 ultimate.
Oh, we've got a support wrapping around already. Aloha Dance, he's going to hang around. Courier on his way in. Dandy, good positioning though. Will stay south side of the tower. Not going to give Rubik an opening to snipe that Courier. Safe lane, tri lane, here we go. Block off onto Yoki. This will be a first blood attempt. Slithering Crush out from Havos. Nowhere for Yoki to go. He's completely blocked out. The first blood is drawn, and Slardar gets that bonus gold. Yol taking some damage, but he'll live. Aloha, or always want to fly with that Shadow Wave at level 1.
Great block by Goblat there with the Fissure. So carrying his team that first blood. And top lane, looking at how much DK Phobos is getting from the lane. He's just 1 CS at the moment. It's a tough lane for him. Rubik per Panda can put a lot of pressure on him because they definitely have enough damage to actually kill him off in the lane.
Yeah. And the jungle not really going to be an option for DK Phobos, at least not early on, because it's going to be that Shen that wants to come in and clear out these stats.
Yeah, we saw this in the NIP game where when you have 2 heroes that require the jungle farm and someone has to beat the Sacrificial Lamb.
Well, we'll see who it is, but probably going to be the Axe this go-around. Slow start for Yoki, and this off-lane very difficult for him. He's already picked up 5 last hits, so I guess that's something, but Havost off to a great start here.
Bristleback still, even after the death, getting good CS from the lane, 5 CS at the moment. And if you compare to the Axe has so far just 1 CS.
Phobos at least is getting some experience, though. Empire are starting to push that lane forward. Not utilizing the pull camp as Aloha Dance goes to scout the runes. He finds a haste up top. Bounty down bottom, picked up by Yol.
Oh, top lane, are they going to go in with this space?
Uh-oh. Phobos, is he going to be in some trouble here? Berserker's Call comes out. He'll square up against Aloha Dance. And, well, that'll stop him dead in his tracks. Now Creep shoving into the tower, and he'll at least find level 3 off this. Maybe get a few last hits as well.
Bristol is still getting a lot from this lane, and they're finally going to reward this, which is very important for them to make sure that the Bristleback doesn't get too much from the lane.
Dazzle, still only level 2. Can only do so much to really make space for the Bristle, even though he's so hard to zone out.
This dual lane is actually doing a lot better than I expected against the Earthshaker and Skyrock. They're under so much pressure. You see, Bristol is like not afraid at all.
Yeah. It's the power of this hero in the offlane. Whoa, in the mid. Or up top, rather. Brewmaster, he finds a kill on the Axe. Looks like Aloha Dance was able to set that one up, and, well, they get a freebie up there.
Yeah, but still, if you look at the lane, the Panda has no regen items, the Rubik has no regen items.
Walk out onto Yoki again, Havost. He's going to do a lot of damage. Grave comes out onto Yoki. Is he going to have enough time to survive? There's the heal bomb from the Dazzle. I don't think it's going to be enough, but the Quills, oh, the neutrals. The Mud Golems punch down Havost. And man, that's showing the power of the Dazzle Bristle right there, though. The Quill's stacking up and does a lot of damage.
Oh, mid lane resolution. Taking so much damage from the race there. But so far, they traded 1 for 1, but Slardar died to the neutrals. So they didn't get any golden experience for that.
Yeah, great for Navi. So looking at the Slaughter here, what kind of build do you think we should look for here? I mean, going the blink first item can be a little bit risky because you blink in, but you're very squishy.
Yeah, I was talking about the last death on the X before that because he died, even though he died, but the Rubik and Panda had no regen items, so Silent had to walk back to base. So that death to me was not too much detrimental.
Phobos, is he going to go down again here? He gets off the Berserker's call, gives him a little bit of that extra armor. It's just enough to survive. He will make it back behind the tower. 3 tangos left. He's probably going to have to walk back to the well again. And yep, yeah, he will.
And this Bristol is just getting so much from the lane. Look at his CS, he's almost on par with the Shadow Fiend.
I mean, he's farming evenly with Avos at this rate. It's a pretty big edge for Empire. Nearly 1,000 net worth lead already. And this Brew is just free farming.
Ina's almost level 6 here. Timing.
Mid lane, Invisible Earthshaker. Wants to have a go on Resolution. Good positioning from the Lina though, staying on the high ground, not giving Go Black any kind of an opening here. If he can block her out, this should be a kill. There we go, Shadow Razes get lined up, the totem hits her in the face, and that's a kill. Go Black gets credit for that one. Much needed momentum for Navi. And now Dendy can get some time to farm by his lonesome.
Dire's top tower.
Oh, that was a really important kill. Otherwise, the Shadow Fiend would be under a lot of pressure since Lina just popped level 6. You can just push out this wave, get level 7, and just go jungle after this. Oh wait, Axe is actually jungling. So you see, Shadow Fiend having a better time this time, so it's okay for him to give the jungle towards the Axe.
Always want to fly, gonna be in some trouble here. Not gonna be able to graze himself, or is he? He's gonna have just enough time to survive, get a suicide into the neutrals. He'll find it. Nicely done. And Yol gets a counter ward here. Full duration ward at that. Resolution rotates over. Misses the LSA, but hits the Dragon Slave.
Oh, the fog. Oh my god.
Oh! He still finds it. No deny this time. Now Yoki coming in. He's going to try to chase down Havos. But nothing in that sticky goo. And Havos will be okay.
On top lane, they saw Aloe Hedans getting the double damage, but the Leaf not gonna do too much. Silent doesn't want to go in. He's very close to his level 6.
Yeah, Brew's got his Power Treads, Basilius, another 600 gold, just about to find level 6. Couple minutes more farming in this lane, WinteR, and he's going to be able to move around the map and wreak havoc on Navi.
You see a lot of Shadow Fiend players against Lina. They go for an early bracer just to be able to survive the nuke from Lina, the combination of spells. More defensive build rather than the use rush that we see that's very common nowadays.
Yeah. Getting that kill on the Lina has really tipped the scales in this mid lane. Looking at the CS, Dendy has really started to pull ahead. 24 to 40. Ooh. We've seen it on the net worth as well. Go Black now, he rotates up top. He wants to try and protect Phobos a little bit, maybe make some space for him. Could have a go on Aloha Black. He's pretty low over here trying to clear out this neutral stack. But he'll be fine. Here we go. Smoke in the river. Level 5 Axe. Not quite at that 6 mark yet.
Bottom lane as well.
Yoki. Havos connects with the Slitherine Crush. But Dazzle's there, and they won't overcommit. Meanwhile, back in the mid, they're going in onto Resolution, but he's on the other side of the fissure. Oh no, he's going to live. And that's a failed smoke gank from Navi.
They got him on the wrong side of the fissure. That was unfortunate.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Havos is really struggling to farm in this lane. Yes, more or less even CS with the Bristler, but he doesn't have any regen left in the lane. It's under a lot of pressure.
Well, they know Yoki's farming well. They're going to rotate some heroes down. Slardar sets it up, but the heal bomb from Dazzle does a lot of return damage. Now Navi coming in. There's your totem stun. Yoki just trying to make it back to the tower. Phobos, he's level 6 now. They'll find the kill on the Dazzle, but the prize Bristle will live. He's actually getting a little aggressive here despite the amp damage. He's spamming out those quills. He sees a lot of low health heroes. He wants to dive at Lina's here. Oh, Havos, he's one hit from death. Yoki doing damage to Go Black. Phobos, he misses the Berserker's call. Resolution will be okay as Dendy TP's in. Will he be able to find any kills though? Will it be worth his trouble? It doesn't seem like it. Resolution coming back in? Nope. Oh, Yoki! A little too far forward on that one. Shadow Fiend gets rewarded for his rotation. But hey, up in that top lane, Bruce still farming away and now moving into the tower.
They really need to get the Brew into the fights right now with the split online. And he's gonna be having his blink in the next 3 to 4 minutes. But they were taking the bottom fight without the Panda coming down. That was really strange for me.
Yeah. So Vos TP's back in. Looks like he wants to go Vanguard first item. He's got that ring of health, so he will try to go a little more tanky before he looks for that mobility pickup in the Blink Dagger. But back in the top lane, looks like Navi will just sacrifice this tier 1 tower. They popped the glyph already, no rotations up, and Silent should be able to find this last hit quite easily, and that'll get him very close to his Blink Dagger. 1,900 gold up on him. Dendi still hanging out down bottom. Yoki initiated on. Amp damage comes out. Can they find the stun? They do! It's another kill for Navi. Slardar getting credit for that one. Havos now dominating 4-1-0.
It's not getting too much CS apart from his kills. Keeping him in the net worth.
Well, it's been enough to tip the scales now in net worth. 3.9k for Havos and 2.2 for the Bristleback, who was farming so well just minutes ago.
They are starting to give lanes to their support with the Axe just jungling constantly. And Dendi gonna finish his U Scepter fairly soon as well.
Looks like a Resolution closing in on his Staff of Wizardry and about 400 gold. Holds the high ground, and they may just do a wraparound onto Yol here. The level 5 Skywrath Mage, the low-hanging fruit. And nope. Dire blocking out one of the camps in the jungle, just a sentry ward. So limiting the space that Dendi can farm. He finds a double damage rune. Still has 2 camps to work with though.
Gonna be a stack for the Bristol as well after this from his supports. So he can actually at least get an item. He still doesn't have anything yet apart from his bottle.
Well, Vos is getting a lot of space now that the Bristol's left a lane to try and recover.
Be the first split with the Blink Dagger.
Oh wow, that's unfortunate. Go Black, he's gonna go down.
You lack discipline.
Wow, they try to unblock this camp and the sentry gets the better of their sentry. 2 sentries used for Navi actually, and they still don't clear out the camp. But here we go. Blink Dagger up on Silent. He'll join Aloha Dance. I don't think we've seen a Bruce split yet this game, but he's ready to use it.
And Navi realized that I can't actually take any fight against the Blink Panda right now, so they're just trying to dodge away wherever the Panda goes and try to just make the most out of the rest of the map.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They'll cut the wave down bottom, and this should be another easy tower kill.
Just look at how far back. Empire knows they are much stronger right now. And when you see a team just clearing the creep that far behind, you know how confident they are in their lineup at the point of time where they are much stronger.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
So bottom tier 1 falls. It'll go down to the Dire, and now they'll rotate towards the mid lane. Silent still looking for an opening to use that primal split for the first time. Yol just leeching in the mid lane behind Havost. He really wants that level 6. Needs the Mystic Flare. Still not quite there. He'll get a ward down right here. Give a little vision into that Empire jungle. Aloha Dance and Silent, here we go. They want Havost. Can they find the angle to initiate? Blink in, Thunderclap. Really Telekinesis, it's there. There's your primal split. Havost in a lot of trouble. Boulder Toss comes out. Put him in the Cyclone. TP reaction though. Dendi on his way in. Go Black on his way in as well. Havost gets hit by another Boulder Toss, but Phobos is here. He's got a Berserker's Call. They'll isolate Dendi for now. Berserker's Call will be off the mark. No blood shed yet. But Empire looking a little more healthy.
And that's a big victory for Navi. Not losing anyone to the first split from the Panda. That was just huge for them.
Uh-oh, but it's not over yet. Havos could be in some trouble. There you go. They end that dominating streak pretty quick. Skywrath Mage goes down as well. And they're not done yet. Yoki leading the charge. Defensive weed from the Dazzle flies through. It'll just be a 2-0 for Empire. Dendi channels a Requiem. Oh, clips a couple. Aloha Dance goes in for a Fable. He ends up going down and hasted it up. Dendi makes it out A-OK.
Well, at least they didn't lose the tower, so that's still a lot of map control for them in the middle lane. If they were to lose the middle tower, Rosh would be very easy for Empire with the Vlads coming out from the Panda fairly soon.
Well, Yule's coming out, one apiece on each side, one for Dandy and one for Resolution there on the Lina.
Bristol is just doing his stack right now, so it's gonna at least give him enough gold to actually at least complete one item first.
Yeah, Dazzle getting some much needed experience out of this also. He'll find his level 7. Skipping the Poison Touch altogether, but now has a maxed out Shadow Wave. Put out a lot of healing in these team fights. Yoki, ooh, taking a lot of damage. Oh, he's playing it close. But he's okay. So Vanguard on the way for the Bristleback as he starts to recover. And after that skirmishing in the mid lane, he's actually caught up to Havost. He's only a couple hundred net worth behind him.
Oh, if he finds the Skyraft, this is an easy kill. The sentry actually spots out the Lina's movement here.
Resolution backs out now. They're going to make sandwich here. Oh, Havost tries to catch him with the crush. They put down another sentry ward. Resolution walks back into it. He's in trouble. Oh, they missed the dunk, but they still get the kill. Earthshaker get credit for that one.
They have the Requiem combo fairly soon. It's in 15 seconds. Maybe you can look to blow out someone with the Shadow Fiend before they try to push a tower.
Well, since Brew got this blink, he spent a lot of time moving around, but his net worth still looking rather healthy. Topping the chart about 7K on the Courier. That'll be a Vladimir's Offering coming out for Silent.
And you look at their itemization as well, like X and Slada both opted to go for the Vanguard against the Panda Spade and the Bristleback. They are not going for the early Blink Daggers. This is just to make sure that they have the sustain against the Panda Spade early on with the Vanguard.
Been pretty successful so far. Like you said, we only saw one Brew split, but no kills have come out. 2-0-2 on Silent. All things considered, he still had a pretty good game. No point in that Drunken Haze quite yet. Empire rotating down bottom. Now remember, they'll have a Rosh at their disposal between the Sticky Goo and, well, no medallion yet, but it looks like Dazzle's working on it with that chainmail. That'll open up some Rosh possibilities, but Navi have the same options. Amp damage works quite well against Roshan.
Let's see if Panda can get the initiation he wants. Ideally, he wants to get the Earthshaker first in the fight.
Oh, here we go. They find Dendy. They put the Brew up in the Yules, but Dendy taking a lot of damage. Bruce Blade still comes out. Laguna Blade to the face. Dendy goes down. Go Black on the run. He'll survive for now. But they're still looking to pursue. Half duration left on the Brew ult. They'll put him into Cyclone. They set it up for the LSA. That's another kill. A twofer in the mid lane. Empire getting a great trade so far. Mystic Flare comes out onto Yoki. Not enough damage to bring him down. Brew goes back into Panda form. Havost wants to pursue, thinks twice, and just turns around. Now this tier 1 tower may be the target of choice for Empire. Navi do have a glyph here if they want to try to make a hold, but it won't be easy.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, it looks like they'll just sacrifice
They
it.
want to go for DK Phobos.
And they find the axe, they put him up in the fuels, they set it up. LSA, Dragon Slave, Telekinesis, Phobos. He's tanky, but not tanky enough. Great body blocks from Yoki. Nowhere to go. Cuts off his escape path. And it's another pick-off for Empire. They also get that tier 1 tower in the mid lane. 9-9, but it's Empire that have control of this game with nearly 4,000 net worth in their favor.
It's just very difficult to fight into the Panda Spade that early on. Even with the Vanguards on their team, but it's still just hard to fight against the Panda Spade very early on, before you get too many items.
Yep. Looks like Yoki on that Bristleback moving into a Crimson Guard here. He's got the Buckler sitting back at home, so he'll start to get a little bit of extra armor. Help tank up a bit against that Slardar and his amp damage. Havost very close to level 11, and that's when amp damage gets a little more dirty. He's closing in on that Blink Dagger as well, actually just got enough gold for it.
And he has it already right now, so this would make that Navi can actually initiate properly, because X doesn't have a blink, so it's going to be all out on Havost to actually start a proper fight with the Mystic Flare from the Skyraft.
Now they find Yoki in the bottom lane, but not going to be able to isolate him to find a kill. All things considered, it's looking pretty good for Empire. It was a 4,000 net worth lead before that last fight, and then it jumps up to about 7,500.
No, Andrew, they can even try to do Rosh with the Slada right now.
This is risky.
They can do it fairly quick.
No wards for the Dire. Empire aren't privy to it. They can do it quick. They put a ward on the high ground. They get vision to Yoki. They see him working on the Ancients. And this will be an uncontested Rosh, I think, for Navi. They're going to be rewarded with a free Aegis.
They didn't even use a smoke for this. It's
They just walked in. They rolled the dice, and this time it pays off. Now Yoki in some trouble. Hit by a concussive. Havos comes over. He's going to be stunned up. Mystic Flare, but Brew's here. He splits the Skywrath Mage. He dies to a neutral. Lucky for him, Earthshaker not going to be so lucky. Now Dendi, he's still alive, gets off a Requiem, but now he goes down. There's your Death Requiem. Not looking so good for Navi here. Hot off that Rosh. Havost, he's stunned up. He's got the Aegis. He's probably going to go down once and maybe even twice. Now Phobos left behind. He'll try to TP home, and it's not going to happen. Yule's Scepter is there. It does make some space for the Slardar to blink out, but a disastrous fight for Navi around the Rosh pit, and it's Empire that take it once again.
And the split plus a stolen fissure did so much work for Empire. Yeah, even though having the Aegis, they just couldn't win the fight just because of the sheer power from the Dazzle, keeping everyone alive, and the split plus the Bristleback just doing so much damage.
Yeah. 9-13 feels like a close game, but it really is Empire taking the momentum here. A noble effort from Navi to go for that Rosh, but already the Aegis has been expired, and Empire's still feeling pretty good. We're going to see that medallion come out on the Dazzle. And now the Crimson Guard also on the Bristleback.
There's going to be a lot of sustainability against the Slardar and the Shadow Fiend right now. And
what do you think about the Crimson in this game?
yeah, Crimson is good versus Slardar and Shadow Fiend. So much physical damage, and even the Axe as well.
So if you're Navi at this point, you tried the Rosh. That's usually a golden ticket to try and get back into a game, maybe get a little momentum going. Didn't really work. I think you could call that a backfire. What do you do now? Are you forced to play defensive, just defend your towers and do whatever you can to get some farm on this Shadow Fiend?
I think they just need to farm more items on their heroes, like a BKB, for example, on the Shadow Fiend, and Slardar needs BKB as well. Like basically, all the cores need BKB, but Axe is going to be working on the Blink first.
And he's still pretty far away. Yeah, 600 gold after the Vanguard.
Their plan would be just to try and split push and catch with the Slardar's Blink and get more farm on the course as much as possible, and possibly even a Blink on the Earthshaker sometime in the near future.
600 gold still pretty far away, but Havos still blink down to the low ground. They find Yoki. They set up on him with a lot of stuns. They've got more than enough damage to bring him down, but now the cavalry's here. Bruce split. The aggressive weave comes out. Go Black, he's definitely going down. Havos, he's going to be in some trouble. Yule's Laguna, he's down as well. It's a 1-for-2, and they're not done yet. The Cyclone now up on the Axe. It's twisters all over the place here, WinteR. They'll bring him down. It looks like, again, the medallion from Dazzle making it easy. A 1-for-3 for Empire. Another successful team fight.
And this Panda, just winning them all the team fights with the split is just so strong in this sort of game where you just keep on fighting and you have a big ultimate like Panda.
Yeah, the first one was a little lackluster, but the subsequent primal splits have done quite a bit this game. They'll put a lot of pressure on this tier 2 tower in the mid lane. Navi will opt to glyph it, but no defense will be mounted, and this tower will most definitely go down. Look at that, Dazzle putting the medallion on the hero creep there as he tanks up the tower.
And I'm starting to feel the lack of the initiation from the Axe is just costing them right now. They went for the Vanguard, but they still lost the few early fights, even with the sustain. So the build hasn't really been paying off for them because they're in such a big hole right now that you can't really rely on anything else to come back into the game because Axe is just so far away from his Blink. And at this point, maybe you even consider going into the Crimson Guard yourself or the Brewmaster.
Yeah. Resolution doing something a little different here. He opts for the BKB over that Aghanim Scepter as his second item after Yule's.
It's still really good against the Skywrath and Earthshaker.
Yeah.
I mean, as a core leaner, you want to be able to stand and just dish out damage and cast your spells, and BKB just allows you to do that against the Earthshaker and the Skywrath.
Empire smoking in the top lane is 4. They'll have the Silent down bottom. He's closing in on a BKB himself, just about 500 gold off that recipe, as the first 2 core items already picked up. Very sizable lead for Empire, holding on to about a 12k net worth edge, 7,500 experience. Oh, this smoke. Who are they going to find? They see Phobos in the mid. He's got some supports nearby. And they won't jump on him quite yet. They'll just rotate through. And it looks like they won't find the initiation they were looking for. Now it's Navi that opt to smoke up. They'll do it in their own jungle.
See Panda here.
And they're going to find Silent. He's got a primal split, though. Can he get it off? They'll put him in the Yules. Mystic Flare. He might still be able to split. The silence about to expire. No, not enough. Dendy will finish him off, and that'll end his killing spree.
That was really so risky. Oh, they almost cost them the kill by mistiming their spells there.
Yep. The Yules was not quite necessary there. Though good pick off for Navi, though. They needed that as the Brew was clearing out their jungle and still finding a lot of farm. Not number one on net worth. The Lena's taking that spot. 1,500 gold up more now on resolution. He's got a double damage rune. And they're going to put a lot of pressure on this tier 2 tower in the top lane. Navi may try to come up for the defense, but they don't have a glyph, so they need to get here pretty quick. The tower's going to go down. Let's see if they can punish it.
Top tower has fallen.
They cannot. If only Phobos had a blink.
They can't start the fight without a blink.
Yep. They just have no initiator. Well, I guess Havost, but really want him to come up for the cleanup crew rather than be the one that jumps in first.
That's the blink used from the Shadow Fiend, but without a BKB, he doesn't want to get anywhere near Empire's heroes.
Yeah. But look at this Earthshaker. Go Black actually finding a fair bit of farm. He's got 1,800 gold right now, and that'll put him pretty close to Blink Dagger territory. The Skywrath Mage, though, living on welfare right now. Brown boots, null tallies, and that's about it.
This could be the key for them to actually win the fight. Initiate on the Panda first and make sure he doesn't get his split off with the Earthshaker blink.
Yeah. Resolution now. He's going to move into the Aghanim Scepter. He's got the first 2 tanky pieces, the Ogre Club and the Point Booster. Should have the rest of it completed pretty soon. Only 1 hour tower remaining for Navi, and Empire say, hey, that's more free gold for us. They haven't been able to defend their towers yet, and I don't think they're going to start now. So, Go Black does grab his Blink Dagger. Hasn't been revealed yet. Could catch Empire off guard if they're not careful. Looks like Navi will just try to trade a tier 2 for a tier 1. Still no glyph, and they'll just let it go down.
He doesn't have enough mana for his combo as well. He needs to go back and heal.
Uh-oh, some of these heroes lacking TP scrolls on the side of Navi. Havos, Dendy, and Go Black. Go Black's already TP back. They'll get the tier 1, but this tier 3 falling fast, WinteR. Navi, they need to react to this. They're going to lose barracks pretty quick here if they're not careful. Go Black gets initiated on, not going to be able to use that Blink Dagger. He'll go down without a buyback. Silent still has his ultimate available, and they've got an exposed lanes of barracks. I think Empire can continue fighting here.
They even have Fissure on Rubik. This is huge.
Oh my. This is rough for Navi. He's going to have that Fissure a long while longer, or a good bit longer rather. Bottom lane of Barrett's going to be cleaned up, and Empire don't even have to commit that much for it. They've still got the Primal Split. They can stick around if they want to, but they will play it safe. They'll move out of the base and just go back to farming. They're in great shape here, 26 minutes into this game.
And Rosh is about to spawn as well. They can actually even wait for that to make sure that they can take a fight with the advantage of the Aegis. And with the Fissure on the Rubik, I think it's just easy to win a fight if you are Empire right now. There's no BKB on the Shadow Fiend, no BKB on the Slada yet, so this is a window of opportunity where Empire is so much stronger.
Well, Aloha Dance, he'll be jumped on in the mid lane. Havos, he'll find an easy kill. He tries to 4-staff up, but can't quite make it. Nice pick off there, ends a dominating streak, so Slardar will benefit quite a bit from that. Yoki moving back into the Ancients here. Empire have just been so good about stacking these Ancients, capitalizing on all the efficiency around the map, and you can see it on Yoki. He was struggling for a while, and now he is more than recovered. SNY after his Crimson Guard, and after this stack goes down, he'll be nearly at 1,000 gold again. Also, always want to fly, getting so much experience out of it. That's a level 11 Dazzle now. You look at the supports on the Radiant side, only level 8 and 10 compared to 11 and 11 on the Dire.
So here we go, Navi's going to come around here. They're going to find the Dazzle first.
Oh, Havos comes in, he misses the crush. He gets put inside of a Yules. Phobos comes in and locks down Always Want to Fly. Multiple fights breaking out, but Havos takes a Laguna to the face. He's going to go down. He'll be the first casualty of this fight after the Dazzle. Dazzle's bought back now. Yol, he's going to go down to the Dragon Slave. Meanwhile, in the mid, the Bristleback, isolated by a Yules. It'll be a defensive Yules from Dendy as he tries to retreat. A 1 for 2. Dazzle buys back, but Go Black, he blinks over the ravine. Empire, we're ready and waiting. He's going to be on the run, but the sticky goo from the Bristleback will slow him down as Rubik blasts him with a Fade Bolt.
Roshan is already up, so this is going to be easy pickings for Empire.
Yep, Resolution's already moved into the pit. He's got that Aghanim Scepter, also finds level 16 off that fight. So now Laguna Blade, oh boy, does that do some damage. 950 pure damage. You look at some of these supports on the Radiant side. Skywrath has 900. Okay, he gets some stats here as he moves to the power treads. He's got 1,000 hit points. If somebody pokes him once, that's a one-hit KO.
One hit and one Laguna. Bad news.
Well, Roche goes down to the Dire. Easy here for Empire. It's going to be Lina that takes Age of the Immortal this time. And Yoki, he's going to tank up even more. He's got a plate mail on the way. Brewmaster, looks like he'll be going for the Assault Karas, just going for this aura-based build. Still a very healthy BKB at about 9 seconds. Yoki, oh, Phobos, he uses the Berserker's Call before he blinks. That's rather unfortunate. Oh, Bendy sniping some neutrals here. This is pretty scary for Navi, though. They're behind by about 15K. Oh. And gold, rather, and nearly 10K experience. Looks like Empire with that Aegis in tow, they'll feel pretty confident just moving towards the high ground. Both teams with all their ultimates available. Navi do have a glyph. BKB picked up by Havost. They smoke up into the jump on Empire. But Yoki in the front lines with a lot of armor, feeling pretty brave here. Havost goes in, Phobos follows up. That's not the target you want to go for. Now Dendy comes in, Requiem of Souls does a good bit of damage. Yoki takes the grave. It's Resolution that's taking damage now, but remember, he's got the Aegis. Laguna brings down Dendy. He'll buy back. Dunk from Phobos does some good damage, but Silence got the BKB. Now Aloha Dance comes in with a stolen crush. Navi in some trouble here. They kill the Brewmaster before he can split. That's nice, but now you've got Yoki, rather healthy, doing a lot of damage. He's coming in, Quills a flying. He finds the kill on the Skywrath Mage after shutting down Havost. And now this Tier 3 tower will be under heavy siege. No buybacks available for Navi on their 3 dead heroes. It's a 4v2, and I'm not sure the Axe and Dendy are going to be able to hold this mid lane of barracks.
Without buybacks, I don't think they can hold this anymore.
Bobo's stunned up. He's in some trouble. More than some. It's a lot of trouble. He's going to go down. He's lacking the buyback as well. No more glyph. And with the exposed barracks, Empire will secure their second lane of barracks. And it looks like this could be the end for Navi's run through the winter bracket. Empire possibly moments away from facing IG in the winter bracket finals here. 2 lanes of barracks down at 31 minutes. They're in damn good shape, about 20K net worth in the lead. They've still got the advantage here. They haven't had to back up yet. Dendy, he gets initiated on Laguna, brings him down again. Go Black doing what he can to make space, but it's just not enough. Havost comes in, BKB on, but he can't find a target. Resolution still alive for now. BKB, he gets craved up. Skywrath Mage falls. Yoki's just a machine. He's cutting through Navi. Havost falls as well. The GG is called. It's going to be Empire versus IG in your winter bracket finals.